Hello tank streamers, welcome to the first episode of many on a how-to series. Today we're going to be going over the winter hat stand conversion kit. So if you're a customer or if any of your customers ordered beanies for winter from Millymook and Dozer, we're going to be swapping out this stand with some winter rings to help merchandise the beanies in a better way. Alright, so the first step in swapping this over to the winter conversion is we're going to basically rip this all down and take off all the pieces that we don't need. So starting with the topper, the triangle topper, we are going to use this with the conversion kit, so set that aside to be used later. And then if you are using any of these hooks that help hold the rack together, you'll actually not be needing these with the winter conversion kit, so you can just toss those aside. We are going to use these two, so we'll set those aside for a little bit later. And then we're going to take off all of these 4 ring stands. 3 of them we're not going to be using, and 2 of them we will use. So I just ripped this piece off. This was the bottom-most piece of our existing hat rack for Millymook and Dozer. This is the shortest spacer that you guys will find with all of the 4 rings. We're not going to be using this one, so be sure to set that aside for the spring. Alright, so you should have already received the conversion kit box in the mail, and we are going to go through the contents of the box to make sure you receive them all. You should have received 2 spacers, 1 short spacer and a longer spacer, along with 2 beanie rings that we'll be installing with the winter conversion kit here just in a moment, along with an instruction sheet to help guide you through the process, and I'll be showing you every step as well, so follow along. Alright, so we're ready to set up the new winter stand. First, you're going to grab 2 of your existing 4 ring spacers, slide those on first, followed by the larger spacer here, and then the 2 beanie rings. So the beanie rings are going to be inverted, so essentially the spacer is going to be above the actual ring itself. So slide the first one on, followed by the shorter spacer, and then the second beanie ring. Again, that spacing section is going to be above the beanie ring itself, so it'll be inverted. And then finally, we're going to throw these toppers back on. And then the triangle topper will be the final piece. As easy as that. All right, now the fun part. Let's merchandise. All right, we're all set. We're fully merchandised, ready to sell. I just want to run through the bottom 2 rings are going to be your larger wide brim hats or any buckets that you have left over from spring-summer selling season. You could add some felts to that. Just really anything with a wider brim can be in those bottom rings. The beanies merchandise perfectly with the middle sections of these rings, and we got about 25 to 40 beanies per ring. So that just gives you a ballpark of anywhere from like 40 to 50 on up to 70 beanies total could be housed on this rack. And then up top you can add any remaining caps, visors, Any buckets you have left over from spring, summer, those do really great up top, and we're good to go. So happy selling.